Hi guys, welcome back. Today's topic is going to be different from the usual or even what's expected. I'm going to be talking about something probably a little bit controversial. Maybe a concept you've never heard about before. Feel free to converse with me. Drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts, whatever that happens to be. Today, I'm talking about first generation entrepreneurs. Not first time entrepreneurs, but first generation entrepreneurs. This was something my wife spoke about a month ago on a passing conversation. And when she said it, it was like a huge light bulb went on. I was like, oh my gosh, I am a first generation entrepreneur. Now you might ask, what does that mean? Well, a first generation entrepreneur is like, I come from a long line of people who has had traditional jobs, mostly labor intensive jobs, working with their hands, whether working off the land or something of that sort. When I started my business, I dealt with a lot of oppositions, which continues today. As a first generation entrepreneur, you are going against the grain of the society and mostly your family and in some cases your entire lineage. So I know a lot of people can relate to this because I know that a lot of you guys are starting off and weren't born with a silver spoon. You weren't born into a family of multimillionaires or multi-billionaires. Nor did you have access to the wealth of knowledge that comes to those born into these households. Maybe you were born into a family that had never offered any business in any way. And this whole type of entrepreneurship is completely new to you. The concept my wife and I started talking about a few months ago was really interesting because it really means you are starting from not just a blank slate, but you are almost starting from negative. Initially, you're infused with all this misinformation and information that either work very well for those looking to get a good job and those getting into the family trade, whatever that happens to be. Imagine moving to China when you can't speak or understand the language. How are you going to cope or do business? You will struggle to survive, wouldn't you? Now, imagine yourself thrown into the digital entrepreneurial world and you don't speak the language because entrepreneurs have their own language. We say everything from traffic to digital lifestyle. If this is your first time being an entrepreneur, then you too are a first generation entrepreneur. Understandably, some of these concepts may be a little bit hard to grasp at first. And this is why when you join a wonderful company with system and community like Digital Altitude, my link below this video will lead you to Digital Altitude's business page. You'll be given guidance and help, not only to understand the culture, but also the entire concept of the digital entrepreneurial world by the amazing startup coaches, free of charge. If you only get to pay $1 for 2 weeks training, how great is that? Another positive aspect of being a first generation entrepreneur is you have the choice. You have the power in your hands. And the reason I say that, to start off, let me tell you the whole reason I became an entrepreneur. Firstly, I wanted the power to decide. I was really fed up of working minimum wage jobs, especially when I knew that I was worth much more. I was frustrated with working jobs that were paying just a few pounds more per hour because my expenses will always rise to meet my pay. Second off, you find yourself depending on your employer's decisions to take time off for holiday, and you are limited to 1 month only out of 12 in a year. You live with this constant fear. If my performance drops, I might not have a job tomorrow. Or if recession hits, I might be the first out of the door. Your financial survival depends on somebody that may not even like you. I stopped working for employers because I was tired of somebody telling me how much I worth. But as an entrepreneur, you get that power to decide how much you are worth. For those who may not have heard me, let me repeat that again. As an entrepreneur, you get the power to decide how much you are worth. Now, it may come at the expense of putting in a lot of time, a lot of energy to understand this business, understand this game, the way things work, how to network, find other like-minded people who understand, and then make deals with them, ultimately leading to collaboration and teamwork. What this does is allow you to have a firm grip on every aspect of marketing, your traffic, and your website. Like I said on the outset, Digital Altitude handles all this for you. And throughout my 3 years as a digital entrepreneur, I have never come across a company like Digital Altitude. I've had to figure out everything out myself. I had to pay an online guru £1,000 for 8 lessons. After work, I'll drive to and fro from London to Luton. That's almost 4 hours combined drive per day, just for 1 hour lesson. I had to learn HTML in order to make a website work. I really had to go out to find traffic. I had to filter through what was real and what was fake. And I bought plenty of fake traffic myself. But Digital Altitude has all this figured out for you when you decide to join. But if you are already a member of Digital Altitude, you are in the greatest place to be. The other thing to think about as a first generation entrepreneur is about generational wealth. For anybody who has kids, or if you are planning to have kids, or if you are hoping to meet that special someone someday, I was raised with the mentality that money don't grow on trees, that I need to sweat, I need to toil to earn a living. Maybe you were raised with the mentality of live rich and die broke. Payday to payday, paycheck to paycheck. I earn my money, I'm going to go spend it. I'm going to go have fun. I'm going to go buy that big widescreen TV. I'm going to go drinking. I'm going to go party, which is the mentality of many people and a lot of average families. I don't believe in that. I don't condone that in any way. If you want to party, have some fun, that's totally fine. I'm not ragging on you on that. But what I'm talking about is what I believe in and firm propose of. First off, saving, especially as an entrepreneur. Because if you are willing to take that chance and bet on yourself, know that as an entrepreneur, there's going to be waves. There's going to be things that rise up, things that fall. You have to learn how to make your waves and how to ride the waves when they come. So, if you were in Digital Altitude right now, you wouldn't have to worry about the uncertainty or that non-Digital Altitude entrepreneurs worry about, because it is a done-for-you system. The other part that is really cool is the other thing I was talking about, which is you get to decide your pay. You get to decide your income and decide the generational wealth that you are going to be able to give to your kids, your family, and anybody else that you might want to, perhaps a charity, when you are no longer alive. For me personally, generational wealth is something I think about. I'm raising my daughter, endeavoring that she becomes a second generation entrepreneur, so that she doesn't have to go through the trials and tribulations and all the other things that I went through. Like I said before, my whole family live in this mentality of scarcity. Money doesn't grow on trees. Shun money, even up to this day. I personally don't want to live broke all the time. I don't want to be in that survival mode. So I'm always pushing and pushing. Part of being that first generation entrepreneur is putting in way more work, way more effort, way more hustle than a lot of the other people that you may know. That effort is going to pay off. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some energy. Maybe it will take some investment too. But that's okay, because you are working for something that is bigger than that. You are working for something that is more than just a fast car, more than just a bigger house, more than just a little bit more money, more than just a little bit more security. You are working for something that is within you. You know that you were meant for more, and you need to bring that meaning to the forefront. For me, I'm looking to get the next few generations. I'm not talking about just my daughter. I'm talking about my kids' and my kids'. That's what I'm working for right now. The other thing is, if you guys are dealing with that slacks from family members and friends as a first generation entrepreneur, if you are dealing with those negative words like, how do you know this is going to work? Some of the other words that come up is, this is stupid. You should just focus on getting a better job, or focus on getting a raise, or putting in more hours. Or those online, or all those online things, all those online businesses are scams. All of those outside negative feedback, you got to distance yourself from those negative energy. You got to put yourself in the mindset of saying to them, I love you. I appreciate you. I know that you are coming from a place of love. I know that you probably have these fears. And I get that. I love you. And just pray for them. And get back to what you're doing. Get back to your grind. Get back to your hustle. Get back to your focus. And then, when you get back into that mindset, you just soldier on. You just keep going. You just keep pushing. In a way though, the whole reason you became an entrepreneur will be coming out in all that you do. You got to have that goal, that purpose. Getting that purpose in mind will help drive your business for you. It will help distance you from all those negative energy. Family members, friends, and people are in opposition to you. And that purpose will create this wall around your mindset that keep you in a constant state of bliss and untamed passion. So if you are dealing with those negative vibes, realize you are a first generation entrepreneur. You are the first one. Because of that, you are the one that has to blaze the trail. And you are the one that gets to move the mountain. For you, for your family, for your children, for your children's children, and for generations to come. That shift begins with you. That's it, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button below and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.